Clara held each other's hand right in Brad's coat pocket and started walking around the magical pond. They walked 100 times around the pond. Both of them were laughing and were so happy being together. They fell in love. Years would go by and Clara and Brad would grow up, bringing each other many joys to share. Brad would always think of Clara and her uncovered hands during that cold day. Clara was the best thing that ever happened to Brad, and he loved her for the rest of his life, forever and ever. The magic of the pond was that the fun and love Clara and Brad experienced that day had lasted a lifetime. Every day was Valentine's Day to Brad because of Clara. See, it has nothing to do with how much you spend, the diamond ring, the car, the house, whatever. Character. That's who you look for. You know, who the person is, not what the person does for a living. We're all workers, boys and girls. Remember that. Look at the person for who the person is. Doesn't matter what their religion is, you know, different religion. Doesn't matter, you know, what they do for a living. Okay, doesn't matter what their race and ethnicity is. Look beyond that, and you'll see beauty in a lot more people. True love is unconditional, boys and girls. Make a gift for someone you love. Okay, I'm going to read some quotes here. I'll let you think about them, boys and girls. Love's a thing that's never out of season. That's so true. That's Barry Cornwell. In dreams and in love, there are no impossibilities. Oh, that's so true, too. We are all born for love. It is the principle of existence and its only end. Yeah, it's important that we love each other. Okay, as human beings, there's different types of love. And also, you know, where we have that special love with somebody. All mankind loves a lover. Oh, that's so true. We all love a lover. Okay, we learn only from those we love. Okay, that's Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, Conversations with Eckermann. Okay, all mankind loves a lover. By the way, that's Ralph Waldo Emerson. That's love. Okay, and the before that was Benjamin Disraeli, Sybil. Change everything but your loves. Voltaire, Sur le sujet de la vie. Okay, yeah, that's true. Change everything about yourself, but don't change your loves. Those are the people who made you who you are. So perfect. Anyway, in an economic democracy, boys and girls, there's not going to be any class bias. Okay? We're going to see workers for who, you know, we're going to look beyond that. Think about it, boys and girls. When you meet somebody, okay, that you're interested in, you know, potentially love, why is it the first question we ask each other, what do you do for a living? Or if you're in school, what's your major? Because that leads to what you're going to do for a living. What does that have to do with who the person is, who the person you're going to fall in love with? See how there's class bias, boys and girls, how it interferes. In an economic democratic society, that question's not going to be asked because we're all workers. And we're all different types of workers. That's not, you know, that doesn't, you know, that's, I mean, that question will be asked if you're a farmer or whatever. That's not going to be the first question. In our society, it's like, hi, what's your name? Oh, how are you? Oh, by the way, what do you do for a living? That's, you know, that's like one of the first questions. In a society, in an economic democratic society, what you do for a living is like the last question that's going to be asked. That probably is at the end of the day, even a couple days later after you get to know somebody. Because that's, you know, who is this person? Okay? And you're not, you know, you don't judge a worker by the work that they do. Okay? That doesn't show character. Okay, economic democracy is the collective ownership or control by the workers of the factories, mills, mines, railroads, land, and all other apparatuses of producing. Yeah, once all the workers own and control the means of production, and we own and control it democratically, you know, our view of the world is going to be totally different. It's going to be so much safer. We're not going to look at human beings as some, you know, as predators against each other. We're not going to be competing against each other. There's not going to be this type of inequality that exists today. You know, the idea that one person is better than another because of class bias, among other things. So you're not going to have one dominating another. Think about it. The more money a person has, the more they dominate others. It's implied there. Men dominate women because men have more money than women. You could see that. It all revolves around money, class. Okay, even in relationships, that interferes with true love. Okay. In economic democracy, we're going to break through that. Economic democracy means producing to satisfy human needs, not as under the market economy for selling and profit. Okay. Yep, it's, for human needs, for sharing, for cooperation. And once you have something like that, the joy that it brings, the awareness that we have when we get to really know each other, to understand the world around us. Also the love. To have a society, boys and girls, where everyone is equal, I mean really equal, where we live that everyone is equal, there's true love. Think about that. Everyone is equal, really equal. That's true love. Then you'll see more and more unconditional love in love relationships. It's important to realize that. Remember what Marx said a long time ago, social arrangements reflect economic arrangements. If the economic relationship is based on competition and profit and selling things, we start looking at each other as products and buying and selling things and competing against one another. How can you have love when you're competing against somebody? But when you're sharing, when you have a society based on sharing, based on cooperation, you're going to have way more love in that type of society than a market economy. And that's why economic democracy will have way more love. Economic democracy means true command and administration of the industries and social services by the workers through a democratic government based on their economic organization and not controlled and managed by a fraction of a percentage of the population, as in the market economy. That's right, we the workers democratically run and control the workplace and also the government. Here are the references, okay, of this. Also, this was episode 11, Love. And I hope you enjoyed it, boys and girls. By the way, hold it right there, you. Boys and girls, I think I found the woman of my dreams. Hold it right there. That's for you. Okay. See you next time, boys and girls. Bye-bye.